All right, if you own a home in Austin, Texas, you're going to want to listen up. We're about to go deep, literally, under the streets to talk about some pretty unique plumbing challenges. Consider this your guide to the stuff that's silently threatening your pipes every single day.
So when you think about a plumbing disaster, what comes to mind? Probably a huge burst pipe, right? Water everywhere. But what if I told you the biggest threat to your home's plumbing isn't some big dramatic event at all?
Yeah, it's the city itself. Seriously. The ground your house is built on, the very water coming out of your taps, it's all part of this perfect storm of threats that we're going to break down right now.
Okay, Section 1, your home's hidden network. Before we dive into the problems, let's just take a second to really appreciate what we're talking about here. I mean, this hidden network of pipes, it's the lifeblood of your home, and it is working 24/7. But in a place like Austin, it's under this constant, invisible stress from the world outside. It's facing pressures we just don't even think about. So what are they?
Section 2, the Austin Plumbing Gauntlet, and yet we're calling it a gauntlet for a reason. These are 3 specific, local factors that really put every single plumbing system in the city to the test.
Threat number 1, the ground itself. Austin has this, well, it's called expansive clay soil. And here's what that means for you. Imagine the ground your house is on is like a giant sponge. When it rains, it swells up. When it's dry and hot, it shrinks and cracks. Now think about your pipes buried in all that. This constant shifting literally squeezes and bends them, leading to stress, cracks, and those dreaded slab leaks that can mess with your entire foundation. It's a huge deal.
Okay, threat number 2 is the water. You know, Austin's water comes from a limestone aquifer, so it is just loaded with minerals. We call it hard water, and that mineral buildup inside your pipes, it's basically like cholesterol clogging your home's arteries. It slowly chokes off the flow, making everything from your dishwasher to your water heater work harder and way less efficiently.
And just how hard are we talking? Well, the numbers are usually between 180 and 200 parts per million. Now, that might just sound like a number, but to put it in perspective for you, anything over 180 is officially classified as very hard. So yeah, this isn't some minor inconvenience. It's an extreme condition that is actively damaging your appliances and your pipes day after day.
And the final threat in our gauntlet, well, it's time. If you live in an older Austin neighborhood, you might be playing a little game we call aging pipe roulette. See, a lot of these homes were built with galvanized steel pipes. The problem? They corrode from the inside out. You can't see it happening. It's a silent killer. Until one day, bam, you've got rusty water, terrible pressure, or worse, a full-on failure.
Okay, Section 3, warning signs from your pipes. So, with all that going on, how in the world are you supposed to know if your home is, well, losing the fight against this gauntlet? The good news is, your plumbing will send out some SOS signals. You just have to know how to read them.
Let's start with an easy one. Have you ever turned on the tap and seen this brownish, kind of rusty-looking water come out? Even if it only lasts for a few seconds before it runs clear, that is a massive red flag.
Because that color, that's not dirt. That's literally flakes of rust breaking off the inside walls of your pipes. It's the most classic sign you've got those old galvanized pipes, and they are on their last legs.
But hey, it's not just rusty water. You got to watch out for other stuff too. Is your water pressure just not what it used to be? That could be that hard water buildup we talked about. Sinks or showers draining super slow? Gurgling sounds coming from the toilet? Or how about a sudden crazy spike in your water bill? All of these things, plus damp spots in the yard or, God forbid, sewage odors, those are all urgent warnings that something is wrong.
All right, Section 4, decoding the professional fix. So let's say you spot one of those signs. Now what? You know, calling in a pro can feel kind of stressful, but it really shouldn't be. Let's walk through what a good, straightforward service call actually looks like.
Look, it really boils down to 3 simple steps. 1, you call and tell them what's going on. 2, a licensed plumber comes out, figures out the real problem, and then, this is key, explains your options and gives you a price right then and there. They shouldn't do a thing until you say go. And 3, they do the work, they test it to make sure it's fixed, and they clean up after themselves. Simple.
And honestly, that upfront pricing part, that's everything. A good, reputable company will never leave you guessing. The price you approve is the price you pay, period. It's all about that transparency, right? It just takes away all the stress of wondering what that final bill is going to look like.
And here's something else you might not think about. A lot of plumbing work in a city like Austin actually requires official permits and inspections. A real pro handles all that for you. And that isn't just about saving you a headache with paperwork, it's about making sure the job is done right, to code, and safely. It literally protects the value of your home.
So when you think about it, that shifting soil, the super hard water, those old ticking time bomb pipes, it really makes you wonder, right? Is your home actually ready to handle the Austin Gauntlet? Just knowing these threats exist is half the battle. It's the first real step you can take to protect your home and your investment.